Tottenham are linked with Savinho of Manchester City. Talks have apparently started too. Bit of a bombshell move this one, so stay tuned to the very end to get my thoughts with Tottenham. Strike a replacement for Heung-min Son and James Maddison in with just one player. It's a top player too from a top club. When was the last time Tottenham done that? So do stay tuned to the very end if you're new. Like and subscribe. So let's firstly provide you the latest news. In the second part of the video, I'll really give my opinion and dissect it. So the latest news we've got so far: Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano said that Tottenham opened club-to-club talks to sign Savinho from Manchester City. Negotiations ongoing between Spurs and City. Savinho is open to the move if the clubs can agree on a fee. Thomas Franks identified Savinho as an ideal target. And Matteo Morento said that Man City didn't want Savinho to leave, but if a very big and high offer comes in, it could happen. Tottenham are going very strong for the player. The Independents say that Man City want to keep Savinho and believe he is worth much more than a mooted €50 million quoted price. The winger is also yet to say that he wants to officially leave the Etihad. ESPN say that Manchester City are reluctant to sanction Savinho's departure. City do not want to lose the Brazilian. The 21-year-old will have to push for a move to happen. Fabrizio Romano has provided a later update saying more on the Savinho and Tottenham exclusive story, and that his first proposal has already been sent by Spurs, worth €50 million, and Man City want more. Negotiations ongoing with City, who are open to selling, as Savinho is keen on the move, but only at their conditions. The deal is absolutely on. Fabrizio Romano on Savinho to Tottenham via YouTube. He said, "To give you my feeling, I think this deal for something around £70 million could be a possibility." And Telegraph Sport say that Manchester City have given Tottenham some encouragement that a deal for Savinho could be done. From that, you'll get in that Fabrizio Romano is saying that he's keen on the move, but it all depends on Man City. In my opinion, firstly, I don't think that Man City will, I could be wrong, but would let Grealish and Savinho go, because Grealish is going to go on loan from Manchester City. I suppose they've got Oscar Bob back, just signed Turkey as well. When Grealish was always going to leave, it's fair to say. I think this is a really good move if we can get it done. I've spoken about potential Maddison and Son replacements. Savinho wasn't a player that I come up with. I think it's a really good alternative. The reason I didn't come up with him, because when did Tottenham ever sign a top player from a top club? Okay, we signed a couple of players from Bayern Munich, like Matthias Tell being one of them, but not necessarily top players as well as a top club. So this is rare from Tottenham to get someone in their prime or before their prime almost, which is even more exciting. So Savinho would be good. I think if we can get it over the line, it'd be great. I'm a bit kind of calm about it and not getting too carried away, because remember the last bombshell with Gibbs White, and not only that, but we know how it can end with this board and Daniel Levy. However, I want to remain positive. This would be a big signing. It's taken a long while to happen, but it would be very good if we can get it over the line. I just think the City are going to make it increasingly difficult for us. They can do everything in their power, I think, to really hold out for as much as possible. Apparently we've said a bit about €50 million. If I'm honest with you, I think it's going to take £65 to £70 million. So we're already, £25-30 million away at the gap in valuation. So I think this is one that will probably drag on for a few more days. I think they want it done quickly. But time will tell. I think it'd be a really good move though, Savinho. I really like him. I think his numbers are okay. They're not set the world alight, but they're okay. And he can play on either side of the wing and could also play in that 10 for Girona. He played on that left-hand side. For Man City, he's played on that right-hand side. Seems to get more goals on the left, more assists on the right, but can also play that 10. And a forward line of Solanke, Kudus and Savinho is a lot better, not being funny, than we had last season. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better for sure. So this would be a good move. Will Man City let Grealish and Savinho go is a question, because Grealish is set to go on loan to Manchester City. So this news has taken me by surprise. It was a big signing. If we can get it done, I think it's really big. It will cost a lot, but it'll be a very good player. So now it's up to the ambition of the club. But I think Man City are going to be increasingly difficult over this. That's how I feel. How do you feel about the prospect to sign Savinho from Manchester City? I think it's really, really exciting. I absolutely do want him. I think he'd be a very good target. The only concern is in terms of him finishing his dinner, but I think it will come. I think he's a very skillful winger. I see him as a winger, I will say. He's mainly played on the right, as I said, from Man City. But if we can get him to play on the left, he can be that Son replacement and then fill in for Maddison as the 10, hopefully, while he's injured, because otherwise it won't be... Well, there will be a point, but you want someone who can play that 10 for now, with Decky being injured as well, unless there's other plans from Frank and Tottenham. But I see Savinho coming in, if he does come in, playing the 10 role until Maddison or Decky are back and fully up to speed, fully fit, and up to match fitness, and then going back to probably to that left-hand side with Kudus being on the right. Solanke down the middle. We've got Brennan as well pushing the banks, really pushing the kind of boundaries to be getting into that team. So it's really exciting if we can sign Savinho from Tottenham, but hold your horses, it's going to be a complicated deal that's worth a lot of money, I do feel anyway. I could be wrong. That is my thoughts on that, and that is your latest news. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new, please do like and subscribe to the channel. Get involved in the comments below. Do you want Tottenham to sign Savinho or not, and how much do you think City will let him go for, if they will at all? Come on, you Spurs. Thanks for watching.